And we're in to Revival League Season 2 Open Qualifier Round 4, the final match of today. We've got Rebuild and SOKUDO ESPORTS. Both teams just about in the passing bracket, placing currently Rebuild in 11th and SOKUDO in 9th. Both teams coming out to the final match of today. Starting off, we've got a Flores ban going in, one of the most banned operators in the league so far. For attack, Rebuild coming out with their ban in just a moment. Some chit chat still going on in the chat, and it's a Monty ban. We are on Oregon. Another very well played map during the league so far. Topping, actually closing out with Chalet as the two most played maps from the past 4 rounds of the season so far. And a mirror ban coming out from Rebuild. Another quite common ban seen throughout the league. Both Flores having a 37% ban. Monty only about 7%. SOKUDO banning out their final operator, and that is Cade. Both teams choosing somewhat common bans that have already been picked. Cade 11%, and Amira with a 48% ban rate. All quite common-ish banned operators as our players finally get into the operator selection and start picking out their operators. So you can see from the side a Rebuild. He quite well chosen set of operators. Got the Nelson on the Thermite, Tom or Maiko on the Iana, pulling out the Maverick as well, and got Hodgson on Zofia with Charlie on the flank watch with that Nomad. SOKUDO have decided to go to the bottom floor first, which is a quite common thing to see nowadays. Some teams will go to top floor, the common, bunk, and kids bomb site. Some teams may go down to the basement. Quite common to see now.
5 seconds remaining.
Getting the reinforced hatch up on. Sneaky trying a little run out to see if he can catch any drones. Doesn't catch any, barricades off and decides to fall back just into sight. The drone coming out from Hodgson on the Capitao. Trying again to see if he can find any of those players hiding inside of blue bunker. Just before this, apparently we heard that Rebuild was doing some bunker wars, so hopefully they should be good at doing an execute on such a site. See, most of the players from Rebuild currently positioned on tower, trying to catch out Mr. Easter, who picks off Charlie J first. That is the entry going to SOKUDO, giving them already a good foot in the door, only a minute into the round. And Mr. Easter able to just slip away with his life back down into sight. Very good play over there. Maiko and Iana pushing down tower stairs. See if we can catch any of these players. Mr. Easter coming into another gunfight. The only player on the side of SOKUDO to see any other enemies so far. Nade goes out, does not connect with any players. No damage taken. Maiko seeing if he can find this player. A ping comes out, another nade. Will it connect? And it does. Mr. Easter goes down, and that is the sides balanced out for Rebuild and SOKUDO. Putting into this first map, a minute and a half gone down of the clock. Both teams are even, no HP, and Jixin picks up Maiko. And SOKUDO are back in the lead with the player count, holding quite strongly onto this site. The fire and smoke coming out from the Capitao, just to disorientate that Warden a little bit, and falls back. A few bullets were exchanged from that Warden, but no connect. 2 players stacked up on tower stairs. And And 2 players from SOKUDO also watching this tower stairs, ready for this push. A few bullets getting shot at from Kappa Tau towards Jixin. The hatch for electrical is also open. Auto could be able to pick off this warden and hold this low cross for his teammates. But no, it looks like they're doing a rotate and may rotate around to Freezer and do a small pinch. Teams just currently on rebuild, repositioning themselves, trying to find a good spot to execute. 15 seconds left on the clock. They've got to execute now, and it's just a whole sweep across for SOKUDO. Just dominating that round. Only 1 pick able to come out from rebuild. What a round for SOKUDO, picking up that first round really easily and quickly. They're looking quite strong. They're going up to now the other tertiary bomb site, upstairs in kids and dorms. See how well they'll be able to hold this out, if they will do just as well as they did on basement. Or will rebuild be able to completely collapse in on them? Hopefully, we can see a good battle out between these 2 teams. Maybe we'll see an overtime. Maybe we could even see all 15 rounds. It's too early to say. Drones going in through the buildings as SOKUDO set up their site. An interesting alibi play coming out from Mr. Easter with 2 Prismas sat at the top of Armory stairs. Very interesting. Can't say I've seen that before. See how well it works out for them. Moving into action phase. See that the players of Rebuild are quite spread out. Seems like they may be pushing for a tower take going into attic with the Maverick and Nomad. Nelson all on his own on the Ace, going for the main wall, which appears to already be open. I'm not sure if he knows this though. Rebuild able to take quick control of tower as all players from SOKUDO are holding this area. Able to make swift work and push in, set up their flanks. SOKUDO right now all kind of sat around, not really doing too much, waiting for the players of Rebuild to push them. And it looks like Rebuild are setting up to go for this attic execute. Some bullets head towards Sneaky's location. He takes a bit of damage, setting him down to about half HP, but not enough to fully kill him just yet. Exchanging some bullets back. Nothing connects just as now. As the attic wall gets opened up, big enough for them to slip through. Ooh. Pardon me. Drones going into attic, deep attic, and finding one of the players, Sneaky, still sat behind that shield, holding this attic push.
Attackers have located a bomb.
The side of Rebuild could all push in, but it looks like there's 2 players out on Master Balk. Evan here, ready on the mute with the shotgun, switching over to the SMG-11, ready for this push in case it happens. It seems like one of the players are falling back, and it seems like they're going for a full attic execute as Auto is deep pushed into pit, and the Sneaky gets one as Tom gets another. It's refragged central at the moment with that. More flashbangs go out. Maiko takes some damage as Hodgson also takes some damage. Seems like both teams are going back and forth with damage. The team of Rebuild looking like they are repositioning themselves to the west side of the map, maybe possibly going for a hop in on the main window. Charlie J is making his way through attic, ready for the shield pickup, and he does not get it. Sneaky with his 2nd kill of this round, picking up Charlie J as Nelson hops in, and so does Maiko, both going down swiftly, and it's all up to Hodgson left, gets one pick, but with 7 seconds left on the board, this is looking like a very difficult round to win and going to SOKUDO. And Mr. Easter swings around with the bailiff to get that final kill, sending SOKUDO 2-0. It would be nice. See an overtime, but SOKUDO are looking very strong throughout these first couple of rounds. Rebuild, I've got to pick apart these players and SOKUDO a bit better.
Attackers need to locate and
If they wish to pick up an attacking round on this side. Going over to kitchen now. See a nice lineup from the defenders. The attackers, it's basically the same as the last couple of rounds. Charlie now sitting on the Capitao, and Hodgson now on the Osa, the Buckiana, and Thermite. All staying in play. As we got a few switch, we got to switch over to Glaz and Sense. This will be an interesting play. Seems like the players may try and go for a sort of rush plant with these set of operators, but they could also take it nice, methodically, and slow. As SOKUDO do have the castle as well to slow down any rush behaviors that the team may have. As they all spawn junkyard, players are getting the drones into the buildings, droning out, making sure it's all clear for them to push in to small tower, as Maiko is currently outside of big window, sending in a drone to drone out Mr. Easter, who's waiting, spots the drone, and is ready for that fight. The Zama barrier is very well blocking him from getting a straight shot from the windows. But a nade could end this for him very early on, but it does not connect. Destroys the Zami barrier with no damage taken from either players setting at the top floor from SOKUDO. However, down below, all 4 players of Rebuild have taken control of the west side of the map as they plan for an execute on the kitchen bomb site. EMPs going out. A secondary hard bridge goes out. Charlie J picks up one as Jixin picks off Ty. And another one from Jixin on auto. And it's all falling apart really quickly. Charlie J with another one onto Jixin, stopping his 2K reign. And it is a 2v3. As Charlie picks up another one, finding his 3rd kill of this round. It's a 2v2. Health advantage goes to SOKUDO. But they could easily be changed around very quickly. Does it seem like the player of Charlie J knows about the player above and in... Oh, he does know. But does he know about the player in security? Charlie J taking site control. Nope, no contestation from the side of SOKUDO. Just yet. Both players pushed into sight, and the plant is going down. 40 seconds left on the clock, so we'll reset the timer only back up about 10 seconds. This now means the defenders will have to push as Charlie's on for a quad, and he doesn't get the ace. Mr. Easter getting both players on the side of Rebuild. What a retake coming out from Mr. Easter. Charlie not able to secure that ace, but bringing out a 4K, a well-performed round coming from him, but just not able to pick off Mr. Easter, dropping from the hatch. A timeout coming out from a Rebuild. Good time to try and stop that momentum from SOKUDO, which seemed to be very strong so far. Talking about their strategies and what they can do the next coming rounds and how they are currently unable to get these players on the side of Sudoku, who are just able to tear them apart round by round. It seems like they know what they want to push, but then do not watch their flanks too well. And it seems like the side of Sudoku are able to just come in and just tear them apart very quickly. I don't know how to pronounce the team name, okay? SOKUDO, okay. SOKUDO, right. I will pronounce it right now.
Defenders, protect your bombs
SOKUDO,
from being defused
right.
by attackers.
They've got a weird name that I cannot pronounce. SOKUDO. We'll get it this time. Going back down to the basement bomb site. A successful one they had going back to the first round. Will it be just as successful, or will Rebuild be able to tear apart SOKUDO defense? Trying to get the name of the team right now.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Heading into action phase. You can see the players from Rebuild. 2 pushing in from small tower side, as Charlie cements himself quite quickly into garage. Gully looking out for this push in from garage quite early on, ready for it. Does Charlie know a phone call going out? This might give him the information he needs as Gully falls back down the stairs. Try and not give his position away too much and his life too early on in the round. As Jixin takes out Hodgson and Nelson, picking up that refrag very quickly. No team showing too much dominance so far in this round, but that is 2 nades off the board for Rebuild. That's half of their nade capacity gone. Now it's all up to Maiko with those nades to try and pick up any and dislodge any players. Getting the security hatch open, trying to get these hatches and make sure that SOKUDO has less places to run around freely and safely. Charlie J starts making his way down the freezer stairs. Shoots out to the camera to make sure he does not get spotted from any of these players. 1 player ready. Mr. Easter on that freezer push does not connect any shots. Far back in laundry as well. There's a cross being held from Gully. Mr. Easter playing careful here to not throw away his life. There's a minute left on the clock.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
An execute will probably come soon from the side of Rebuild. They position themselves ready. Sneaky though, still waiting inside of this inside of bunker, waiting for any push to come from the back side of the site, keeping that flank watch up. Gully picks up 1 on Maiko, bringing the first encounter since Hodgson after about 2 minutes. Picking up a side for SOKUDO. Nelson, though, being sneaky, coming in the back, and he gets off Evan as sneaky as well. Picks up Nelson, getting the refrag. Mr. Issa onto auto. And it's a 1v3 situation for Charlie. He picks off 1, but he cannot get the second. Gully picking off Charlie to send, just after a tactical timeout, SOKUDO into a 4th round win. It's not looking good for Rebuild, as this is not an ideal position you want to be in.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
0 rounds on
bombs.
attack so far is definitely not good for the mental. Going back up to the top bomb site in kits and dorms. SOKUDO going in for the same setup they had last time, as it worked. This time, maybe Rebuild can
10 seconds left before
work
insertion.
this strat out.
5 seconds left.
Maybe they'll be able to get their first round under their belt. So we head into action phase.
Locate and defuse
We'll
the
see if
bomb.
that may be possible from the team. Looks like another tower take coming out from the side of Rebuild. Singing the drones, but they will find no one in the side of tower, as all players from SOKUDO are sat inside the site. Human Gemma stopping that drone in the middle of the hallway in tower. Setting up those air jabs for them blank watches as well. Preparing for the same take they did a couple of rounds ago with the Maverick hole and the stairs. This is quite a common take you'll see, quite a common angle that would be opened up. This gives a very safe kind of angle to watch down attic without revealing too much of yourself, but it does leave a small hole for your head to get shot. Sneaky, once again in this position, ready for this push. As the flashes come in once again, he knows not to sit there this time, and he falls back. Players of Rebuild make their way in. Sneaky pushes his way back in. A few shots traded, no connections. Gets zapped by a 0 camera. Charlie J hopping in, but it's the Frost Mat that gets him first. And Sneaky on with a 2K. Can he get the third? And he gets the third! Completely tearing apart that push from Rebuild. And it's now Hodgson and Nelson left in a 2v5. It is not looking good for Rebuild.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Sneaky going absolute bonkers inside of pit, picking up 3 kills, 3 quick kills. Very, very good from him. The players of Rebuild currently quite spread out, one pushing up the white stairs, taking a few shots. A C4 goes out from Evan, and that picks up Hodgson. It's now all up to Nelson in a 1v5. 25 seconds left on the clock. You'll have to pull a miracle to pick this off. The players now know where they are. And Gully to pick up the last kill, sending 5-0. SOKUDO. And a flawless round. Rebuild already using their tactical timeout. 2 rounds after 3 rounds, 3 rounds after that tac timeout, and it has not proved any use just yet. We could see a reverse possible sweep on the side of defense.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
However, may not be possible. But for Oregon, there is a 60% win rate for defense. So it could very well be possible, but we will have to see when that comes in. For the moment, we're on round 6. Preparation phase. We are back in the kitchen meeting bomb site. Sneaky preparing the upstairs. Dropping that hatch quite quickly.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Setting up this last util as we head into our way into action phase. Can Rebuild get one attacking round? Or will they go a full 06 without a single successful attacking round? Starting to think Charlie should have responded to my DM. He may have had that good luck he needed. As we move in, 30 seconds into the round, not too much happened. A hole in the floor of master bedroom. As Mr. Easter, a little bit clueless for a second on the door being opened behind him. As he sets up another Azami barrier to stop an immediate pushing from there. Charlie nading from below. Downs. Does that down? No, that was coming from somewhere else. That was Maiko on the Games of Window Repel. Pick up Mr. Easter and Rebuild get the entry frag for this round. This could get them, but no! Evan picks up Hodgson, sending it back to an even 4-4. As Rebuild go to take the back tower wall. C4 goes out, does not connect. Two players stacked up on tower. Auto on the Jackal, seeing if you can get any picks with the scanner. No feet in the area. So the wall is getting open more for Rebuild to maybe possibly go in for a plant. Charlie on the glass on this. Waiting to see if we can pick up any players. But do they know? Do they know of the player close to the breach? It won't matter because Gully is upstairs. Picks up Charlie J. A sneaky picks up Auto, and it's once again a 1v4 for Nelson. Rebuild just not able to solidify themselves on attack. Nelson firing a few shots down into pit onto the two players, but not able to get any sort of connection as he took a bit of damage. Rebuild not looking strong at all throughout this first half. SOKUDO doing absolutely brilliant as Chickson finishes it off to send them to a 6-0 split. A very, very strong start. One last round. This could place SOKUDO even higher in the bracket. That's the word I'm looking for.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Deploying jammer.
Once again, we are at the basement site. Rebuild also choosing to do the same. Go to the basement site first to see if we can save them this game, or they go with a 7-0, being the fourth 7-0 of the tournament.
10 seconds left.
I don't
5
think
seconds to insertion.
Rebuild would like that very well.
Attackers
Getting
must
into
locate
attacking
and defuse a bomb.
action phase. Kudo taking out the Ying, which I think may send the side of Rebuild a bit off.
Flash set. Swapping back.
Ying candles go out, smokes go out. No connections. Evan, though, taking a lot of damage by the looks of it from Nelson. Not able to pick up that kill, but doing a heavy amount of damage to the hard breach. Force Evan to have to play a little safer than he would have liked. Chickson making his way through kitchen. Notices the rotates. Will he be able to find any of the players inside of security? As Gully takes up a bunch of damage, trading out with Nelson. Both of them taking a lot of damage, and Auto gets a kill onto Chickson. Very low HP. Mr. Easter taking up that nade opportunity to get that refrag onto Auto.
A bomb has been located.
Very well played there from the side of SOKUDO. Drone going in through Freezer, picking up the position of 2 players. As one rotates away, Nelson, getting picked off by Mr. Easter. Just tearing apart this defense piece by piece. Getting eyes of another player, 2 more players out of the bomb sites. Knowing where all the players are could be very easy for SOKUDO. Take this round. Incandela comes out as it was just a slightly mistimed from Michael, but Evan picks up the kill. And Iana down. There goes Mr. Easter. Picked up by Ty. All the players, SOKUDO now pushing through. SOKUDO, sorry. Pushing through Pillar. 10 seconds left. One going down. Gully on the ground. They know where the player in Freezer is, and he gets picked up. Charlie with one, and Charlie clutches it out with a 3K with the shotgun. And we will not be seeing a 7-0. Charlie just managing to keep Rebuild alive in this game. Absolutely dominating over the rest of his team.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Moving up to the top bomb site. Both teams seem to like the very same rotation of these sites, going from bottom to top. That last round was very close. SOKUDO could easily take this away from Rebuild. They have 5 opportunities to do so. It depends on how much they want to throw away and how much they want to risk.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Initiating jammer!
However, from the side of Rebuild, they could very well take this back. It could be possibly an overtime match. Nelson picking up the first kill with a spawn peek type kill from... Oh no, it wasn't. It was an early rush in from Chickson pushing into the shower corridor. Nelson read it perfectly. It picks up the early entry frag. His position is now known, and oh, what a shot from Gully, shutting down Nelson. Very good pick. Removing that entry pick immediately from Rebuild. So you see the players setting up, getting the walls open, preparing, getting this main breach open to cut off that angle into attic. However, Hodgson has already moved out of the way of Pit, out of the way of that angle.
Attackers have located a bomb.
As the attic wall gets open,
Drop the bomb to
and a C4 goes out. It is Hodgson to pick up a kill onto Everett, and then down goes the hard breach as Maiko gets a pick onto Gully. 2 players remain in this 4v2 situation for Rebuild. They'll be able to pick up their second round. A player prone close on the breach, and Mr. Easter does not know. Hodgson able to pick out that player. One player is downed on the side of Rebuild, may be able to get picked up. Sneaky trying to find these players. He knows someone is in the side of kids.
No need to worry.
And waiting for a peek. Charlie is back up and on his feet. This brings it to a 1v4. Sneaky deciding to make a late rotate out of attic. Only 20 seconds left, no diffuser in hand.
15 seconds left.
My beauties are in place.
It's looking sketchy, and Charlie J goes down to Sneaky. He's able to pick up one player, but how many more can he get? Only that one, as Maiko shuts him down. And Rebuild pick up their second round on defense. Still 4 more opportunities. Or, well, 3 more. SOKUDO to send Rebuild off the server.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And not happy with their performance. Going to the next site. It is the same exact rota of the sites. Going to kitchen and meeting. SOKUDO are able to play this site very well with their strategy. And they take it with their attacking strategy.
10 seconds remaining.
Securing the wall. Initiate jammer.
5 seconds to insertion.
Little nod there coming out from Maiko.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb. Bomb
Saying,
located by
we've got
attackers.
this. We can do this, boys. They've got to keep their head in the game and not give up just yet. They've picked up 2 rounds so far. As it turns another early push coming in from Gully and Chixin into small tower. Maiko seems to be aware of this, just barely avoiding getting a wallbang from Chixin inside of showers. Another drone go out. Both players quite close to each other, but do not know their positions.
Drone is ready.
Drones going in and out through dining, trying to find where this player went. And Mr. Easter picks up the first kill, the entry onto Nelson.
Reload.
This could end badly. No refrag came in. Side of SOKUDO also have the top floor control now. This could very well spell disaster. Good use of the Ash gadget, clearing out that util on the shield. Moving one position
You're online.
that Rebuild could play.
Gemini's out of commission.
3 players are currently stacked up inside of dining, getting that kitchen wall open. Hodgson tucked away inside of security, ready for this push. Shots come from above though, revealing his position, and he has to rotate out. The players are coming in, and he gets one on the side of Gully and just doesn't get the second. He isn't out yet.
Nitro cell set.
Nitro coming in, gets shot, finished onto Hodgson, and the plant is going down, and it's a sweep from SOKUDO all up to Auto in a 1v4 post-plant situation. I think this is game. Auto able to get one. shots coming in from dining, just not able to find the player. And there it is, Evan with the final kill onto auto. And that sends the game. SOKUDO 7-2 against Rebuild. What a game. Mr. Easter performing absolutely exceptional throughout most of those rounds. A very good back and forth between the two teams for what it was on defense. However, SOKUDO, still can't pronounce their name properly. Just a domination throughout that match.
Please.